Good afternoon, original affiliates. Welcome to today's webinar, and the topic will be Temptation Resorts. As all of you already know me, I am Bertin Cortez, the original affiliates manager. Joining me behind the scenes is Monse Atilano, who is our resorts executive for affiliates. She will be replying to all of your questions in the Q&A section and chatting up with you in the chat box as well. So feel free to ask as many questions as you want. And also just say hello, let us know where you're from. And we hope that you enjoy today's webinar. We're gonna mix it up a little bit. We normally present the full Temptation Cancun Resort presentation. Today, we're gonna focus on what our playful experiences are at Temptation Cancun Resort. And we're gonna formally introduce you to the first webinar regarding Temptation Miches Resort and Temptation Grand Miches Resort. Now, just as a quick reminder, we do have our temptation concept, which is very important for you guys to understand so that you're able to transmit to your clients what they will be experiencing at when they stay or they book a vacation at Temptation Resorts. And I'm sure all of you have seen this slide before, which includes our demographics. As I said, we're going to change it up a bit, and we do have a video that we've put together to better explain what the temptation concept and what our demographics are. So just bear with me 1 second. I will be sharing this video with you as well. Awesome. Well, hopefully you did enjoy that video and it reached its objective, which again, is to explain in a better visual way what the temptation concept is and who our guests are. This will obviously allow you to better pinpoint your marketing strategies to drive those sales. And now here we have the beautiful Temptation Cancun Resort. It's trendy as ever, which again, most of you have already visited. A lot of you or all of you are aware of it through our website, our previous webinars. I'm going to share with you another short clip that will aim to transmit what the temptation experience at the resort and what guests have to look forward to when they arrive. Again, hopefully you did enjoy that video, which also detailed our sexy and sanitized protocols, which even though most of us are already vaccinated and we've learned to live with this new pandemic, we can never be cautious enough. So we're still trying to ensure that all of the areas that are frequented by guests are disinfected frequently and things of that nature. Now, here's another reminder. Temptation Cancun Resort has 3 pools. Our main pool is our sexy pool, which is where all the daytime partying takes place. Then we have our quiet pool, which is an area that guests can go and relax, recharge their batteries, and get ready for all the partying that they'll be doing that night. We also have a pool in our Sky 3.5 area, which is located in the tower. Now, if we've tried to summarize what makes us different, we know our concept, our entertainment, the experiences that guests enjoy at the resort, which takes me to a specific section or enjoyment of what Temptation Cancun Resort is, which is our packages and signature experiences. We're gonna focus on what our playful experiences are, and these are amenities that can be added to the Bash Tower, Ocean View, the Lush Tower, Ocean Front, and they've been such a big hit with our guests that we've extended these or some of the amenities to our plush jacuzzi room and our seduction oceanfront room. On this slide, you're able to find the amenities that are included in each room category, starting with our Bash Tower, followed by our Lush Tower Oceanfront, which pretty much include the same amenities, starting from a bottle of tequila, VIP check-in and check-out, as well with a VIP concierge, a bottle of sparkling wine, and the list goes on. Like the 25% discount that guests can enjoy at the spa, or when booking a dinner at the beach. And again, they've been in so much in demand that we've extended some of these amenities to our plush and our seduction oceanfront. What I have for you on this slide is an example of what you will find on our website. It's very important that you as an affiliate know where to guide your client throughout our website so that they're able to book the best experience or the experience that they are looking for. Now, within our rooms and amenities section in our website, you will find our Lush Tower oceanfront room without the Playful experience. And you will also find this section, which is our Lush Tower oceanfront Playful experience suites. Keep in mind that your guests can book the room only, meaning they book their own flight separately, or they can book the room and flight directly on our website. They just simply have to select a quote through the book room and flight section on our booking engine, or simply click on the hyperlinks that can be found within this section. Now, if you were to click on room details, you would get a description, which is what we can find on the bottom part of the slide, which is precisely what the Lush Tower Oceanfront Suite includes as far as the dimensions that it has, the amenities that are within the room. If you click on gallery, you will get the image of the room that this experience will be hosting you at. And also, if you click on additional perks, then you will get what we have on the top right hand part of the slide, which are the amenities that are included within this experience. The same goes for our Bash Tower Ocean View Playful experience. Now, again, it's important that you are aware of where the information is, where the small details that can make a difference between a client and a reservation are. So this is why I decided to put this presentation together for you guys. So again, if you would click on room details, you'll get a description of the room category that this experience includes. If you click on gallery, you'll get an image of the room that you're actually booking, and additional perks will detail the amenities that are included within the Playful experience. Now, as I mentioned, they've been such a big hit that we did extend these amenities, or some of these amenities, to our seduction beachfront suites and our jacuzzi rooms. It's the same dynamic. You're able to find the regular seduction beachfront suite and then the seduction beachfront Playful experience. And as well, if you were to click on the additional perks, you're able to view the details of the amenities that are included within this Playful experience. Our last experience is for our plush jacuzzi room pool view. And again, additional perks is what will detail what's included in this experience. So all of this information can be found on our website. If you do have any more specific questions that a guest may be inquiring of, you feel free to also email us those, and if we can resolve them, we'll touch base with our reservations department, if not with our operations team. but I'm sure we'll be able to answer any concern that may not be clear as far as what our experiences include. We did try to detail everything that will be included so that guests know what to look forward to. So this is for those guests that want that special treatment and they really want to pamper themselves. So if you're not promoting it right now, be sure to download the banners that are already available within our affiliates dashboard and start promoting our playful experiences. So again, we do want guests to play hard, but with our playful experiences, excuse me, they will party even harder. Now we're just gonna do a quick overview of the restaurants and bars that we do have available at Temptation Cancun Resort. As you all know, we do have Caffeine, which is our coffee palace, and it can be found right behind our front desk. We have a total of 7 restaurants, starting with Rain, which is our international buffet, Sutra, which is our Asiatic specialties restaurant. Then we have She, which this is one of my favorite restaurants, which is an aphrodisiac specialties restaurant. We also have Flame Grill for those that like to eat a nice piece of steak. We have Amores, which is our Mexican restaurant, and due to the destination that you're visiting, you don't want to miss out on trying some Mexican food. We also have Romanza, which is our Italian restaurant, and this restaurant also has a private section that can be reserved for guests or small groups of like parties of 10 to 15 guests. Last but not least, we do have Sea Flirt, which is our seafood specialties restaurant. This is the restaurant where guests staying at the tower can also enjoy exclusive breakfast. Now, when it comes to bars, we do have 4 bars. We have our Sunlight Club bar located in our Sky 3.5, which is the rooftop at the tower. We also have Score, which is our sports bar, because for some of us, even though we're on vacation, we love to keep up with our NFL team or our NBA team, golf, tennis, soccer, whatever your sport is, fencing, whatever it is that you like to keep up with, this is the place that you can go in and catch a brief view of how the game or your sport is going. We also have level 3.5, which is our lobby bar. This is the area where guests usually get together, meet and greet right before all the partying gets started, which takes place in Bash, which is our main bar. This is the section that has a dance floor available. It also has a section with snacks and, as you can see in the image, a fully stocked bar. So we have everything that guests need to just enjoy themselves, go all out, feel free, party, and more than anything, just experience life like they've never have before. We do have additional areas, and I've also tried to put these together for you so that we can get into the newest of our resource. But we do have our fully equipped gym, which is pumped, Rose Spa, which is where guests can enjoy some of the amenities that are included within our playful experiences. If you forgot something at home, or perhaps you didn't think you were going to want to dress up when you were at the resort for one of our theme nights, be sure to visit Glam, which is our logo shop. Whatever you forgot, I'm sure you'll be able to find there. And if you don't want to worry about getting your hair done or your nails or your makeup, we also have our beauty salon, which, as the name itself says, it will make you glow. Now, because I've been very keen and I've mentioned it so much Experiences is what we really focus on, and an experience needs to have entertainment that just makes you feel out of this world. And that's another thing that we really try to go all out on. So here I want to introduce you to our 2022 theme nights. We'll start off on Mondays with our Wild Safari. On Tuesdays, we'll have our Lingerie Masquerade theme night. We'll have our Glitter and Glam theme night on Wednesday. Then on Thursdays, we'll have our Crazy Circus theme night. Burning Land will take place on Fridays. And we've mixed it up a little bit with our Graffiti Glow taking place on Saturdays. And finally, to close out the week with some Aloha Temptation. You don't know if we're saying hello or we're saying goodbye, but the party will continue. Now, during the day, we also have partying going on and entertainment, and we have three amazing pool parties throughout the week that guests can enjoy at Temptation Cancun Resort. On Tuesdays, we have our Flotastic pool party. Then on Thursdays, we have our Babe Watch pool party. And Saturdays, which is our nautical foam party, and this is hosted by Temptation Caribbean Cruises. So it gives you the experience at the resort that you can enjoy while setting sail at Temptation Caribbean Cruise. Side note, our next cruise sets sail in February 2022. So entertainment, dress ups, partying, that's what Temptation is all about. And our theme months have been such a big hit as well. Our Summer Fest this year let us enjoy occupancies and guests just that we didn't imagine, especially in a year that everybody was trying to get back on their feet. This just shows how much effort we put into letting our guests enjoy themselves at the resort. So again, make sure that you're also promoting our theme nights, which is our Summerfest in 2022, our Temptation Addiction Month, which takes place in September. It just happened, so get ready for 2022 as well. And currently, our Oktoberfest is taking place at the resort. So again, we have enough entertainment, content, and experiences for your guests to really enjoy themselves regardless of what they're looking for. All they need to want is just to go all out and do something different. Now, as I mentioned from one of the videos that we saw as well, we have not slacked on our sexy and sanitized protocols. These still take place at the resort. We do have our staff wiping down frequently touched areas, inviting guests to use the antibacterial gel. So again, social distancing, everything that can ensure a better stay, we're trying to comply with at the resort so we can be safe and have fun at the same time. Now we're getting to the better stuff. I don't want to say the good stuff because what we just went over was awesome. But Temptation Resorts is crossing borders. All of you should have heard about me talking about Miches in my previous webinars. You should have received a couple of e-flyers, newsletters mentioning Miches Resorts. And I'm sure there are many questions and concerns about what we're really talking about. So for those of you that are not fully aware, what we mean by crossing borders and that Temptation Resorts is crossing borders is that we're taking our concept to the Dominican Republic, specifically to Miches Dominican Republic. Miches is or has become the apple of the eye of those tourists that are looking for something different, exclusive, connected to nature, and just that provides you with an aura and just a magic feeling once you're there. And this is Miches because it is naturally magic. Nearby, you'll be able to find the rounded mountain, which is called Montaña Redonda in Spanish. We also have Bahía de Samana, which is a very natural, connected just to the wildness and the beauty that nature has to offer. Now, it's important to note that some of these excursions are seasonal. So also be sure to mention that to your client because they may be looking for a tour that due to the time period is not available. These are some of the tours that will be available at the destination. We have El Ceibo, which is an area close by for those who love mountain sports and ecotourism. We have horseback riding tours and kayaking along Playa El Limon. So again, if you look at the images, it's just a spectacular place that our guests and temptationeers will want to visit because this is again an experience like no other. So what exactly are we taking to the Dominican Republic besides the temptation concept? We are taking Temptation Miches Resort and Temptation Grand Miches Resort. These are brand new resorts that are currently being constructed as we speak. Our grand opening will be October 1st, 2022. So again, all of you should have received newsletters and emails from Monsen, from myself, from our marketing team promoting these brand new resorts and the brand new banners that we have available for you. So if your website, your social media account, your newsletter, your blog, whatever your digital platform it is that you're using to drive sales must be up to date with Temptation Miches Resort and Temptation Grand Miches Resort. Right now is the perfect time to take advantage of these early bookings. As I mentioned, these are brand new destinations. So it's an all new destination for temptation as well. As we said, we're crossing borders, we're going international. This is something new for our brand. We'll get started with Temptation Miches Resort. Now, keep in mind, a lot of the images are renders due to, as I said, the property being built as we speak. But we'll start playing already and hopefully you'll brand the opening, which is October 1st, 2022, within your mind so that whenever somebody asks you, you already know that two brand new resorts will be opening their doors in the Dominican Republic. As you all already know, Temptation is an adults only, topless optional, all inclusive party playground. So this is not going to change. We're just revamping everything and taking it to a whole new destination. You may all be very familiar already with the Temptation concept. Briefly, I'll just mention from here that the resort will have 382 trendy rooms and suites. And we'll look at the restaurants and the rooms, the categories themselves as we go along. The property is about 100 kilometers, 62 miles northwest of Punta Cana, which is one of the most known destinations in the Dominican Republic. Here on the map, you can actually view exactly where Temptation Miches Resort will be. So it's briefly south of the downtown Miches area, but as I said, about 100 kilometers north of Punta Cana. This is what the entrance and our motor lobby of Temptation Beaches Resort will look like. Again, we're making sure that we take the trendiness and the chic and the beautiful colors of what the Temptation brand is to the Dominican Republic. Our keywords, as you've noticed from the video, will be the same. Fun is what we're aiming for. Everybody at the resort has to have fun, and it will be impossible for somebody not to enjoy themselves. Adult centric experiences, the all-inclusiveness cannot be left out as well. The party atmosphere is what really sets us aside as well. The trendiness and topless optional areas. You're already very familiar with what makes us different as Temptation Cancun, as Temptation Resorts. Obviously, what will make us very different is that there is no other resort like Temptation Miches Resort in the Dominican Republic as well. So our concept and our experiences there will be completely unique. Temptation Beaches Resort will have two pools. Our main pool where all the partying will take place during the day. It will be known as our sexy pool as well. And we cannot leave out our quiet pool because it's a section that really allows those guests to take that 5, 10, 15-minute break that they need to recharge their batteries. This is what our sexy pool will look like. So again, very chic, very trendy, modern, minimalist. But again, it also inspires you to just be there and have fun because of all the coloring and the sparkling water. This is what our quiet pool area will look like. Again, very chic, just very inviting as far as you wanting to just sunbathe and enjoy yourself overlooking the pool and the sea. Now we'll look at our rooms and suites. Temptation Beaches Resort has, as I mentioned, 382 rooms. It has 6 room categories. Two of those are, out of those 6 categories, we have our penthouses, and we only have 2 of these available at the resort. And this is what the Temptation Private Pool Ocean View Penthouse will look like. We have 4 master suites, which are our Let's Play master suites. The reason we call them the Let's Play master suites is just because of how inviting they are when you step into the room, and also to set it aside from our 4 Temptation Swim Up master suites with ocean view. So again, this will have a swim up pool connected directly to the room overlooking the ocean. So again, out of these higher category rooms, we have very few of these, so they'll be flying off the books as soon as the dates are open. So again, if you don't want to miss out and you do have that high-end client that loves to experience brand new things, you do want to let them know about our Temptation penthouses and our master suites at the Dominican Republic. At Temptation Beaches Resort, you'll find 30 Seduction Swim Up Tropical View rooms, 167 Trendy Pool View rooms. So again, this category and the following will make up for most of our inventory at the resort. We'll have 177 trendy tropical view rooms. So again, all of this information is already available on our website. Bookings are already coming in. If you haven't booked a guest for Miches, is because you're not letting them know of these brand new destinations. We have affiliates that generated sales the day that we opened up our website for sale. So again, make sure that you are getting our newsletters. If you're not, check your spam box. If you still cannot find us within your spam box, send us a quick email. And Monse or myself will be sure to include you or send you another test email from the one that we send our mass email blast. But we do want to ensure that you're getting this information so that you're not missing out on any sales and obviously earning revenue from these brand new properties. Now we'll look at the restaurants and the bars that Temptation Miches Resort will have to offer. Again, we can't leave out our coffee palace, which is caffeine. If you're a morning person like myself, or if you love coffee like I do, either or works for me. This is a must-have at the property. So again, you will be able to enjoy a nice cup of coffee or a pastry at caffeine. This is what our international buffet restaurant will look like at Miches, which will be called Rain as well. So again, we're taking the temptation concept to a brand new destination. We'll have Sutra, our Asiatic specialties restaurant, available as well. And as I said before, this is my favorite restaurant already, and it hasn't been built yet, but I must visit it. It's She, our aphrodisiac specialties restaurant. The full experience there, as far as the entertainment, the dining, the conversation, the explanation from the waiters, the wine, is just something that your clients and yourselves as affiliates and agents must experience. Like, this should be on everybody's bucket list. We'll have Flame, which will be our grill at the resort. And we're gonna take our Mexican food to the Dominican Republic as well with our Mexican restaurant Amores. So for those of you that love Mexican food, will be able to enjoy it at the Dominican Republic as well. We'll have our Italian restaurant available, which is Romanza. The decor here again is just amazing. And we'll have Bash, which is our main bar. This is a sneak peek of what it will look like at the resort. So everybody's looking forward to the party that will break Bash on the day that we open Temptation Miches Resort. We'll have our A&D's Beach Bar. Boost, which will be our pool bar at the Sexy Pool. We'll also have Silencio, which is our pool bar. And our level 3.5 lobby bar, which this will be the area where I'm sure guests, as well as they do at Temptation Cancun Resort, will meet and greet prior to the partying at Bash, which again will be our main bar. And as I mentioned before, we'll have Score so that you don't miss out on any of sport that you may be following during your vacation. Now we'll look at a few additional areas that the resort will have to offer. And keep in mind, we're speaking of Temptation Miches Resort. We'll have Rosé, which is our spa. This is, again, a must-have at the resort because guests that stay with us really want to experience pampering to its full extent. So again, this will be available at the resort. And our entertainment, because at Temptation we don't sell rooms, we sell experiences, fine dining, entertainment, and service. So again, this couldn't be left out. There will be pool parties at the resort during the daytime. As a lot of you already know, our playmakers at the resort do an awesome job to make sure that every one of our guests is enjoying themselves. So that was it for Temptation Miches Resort. Now we're gonna get into Temptation Grand Miches Resort, which will be different from Temptation Miches Resort, starting with it being a couples only experience resort. We've combined the desired eroticness that you can find here at Pearl and at Riviera Maya with the chic and the trendiness of Temptation to take it to the Dominican Republic. So you will be able to enjoy the full desire experience, but with a twist, a temptation twist. So now we'll get into Temptation Grand Miches Resort. As I mentioned, a couples only experience. This resort will open its doors on October 1st as well, 2022. So again, we'll have something for couples, singles, friends that want to party, and we'll also have something exclusively for those couples that are looking for something very unique and different. So, as I mentioned, it'll be with the twist, the temptation experience with an intimate couples only twist. So, that's what we're really aiming for. And I think that we've reached that middle ground that really lets us combine, as I mentioned, the couples only experience with all the fun and trendiness that temptation has to offer. So Temptation Grand Miches Resort will be right next door to Temptation Miches Resort, making it 100 kilometers northwest of Punta Cana and just briefly south of the downtown area of Miches in the Dominican Republic. This resort has 114 rooms and suites. It will have its jacuzzi lounge and obviously our all natural pool. As I mentioned, Temptation Grand Miches Resort will be found right next door to Temptation Miches Resort, and you can view it here on the map. It's just 100 kilometers northwest of Punta Cana. This is an overview of what the resort will look like. And here we're overlooking obviously the main pool, and you can get a view of what the jacuzzi lounge area looks like as well. So again, it's very couples only, but it has that trendiness to it to just make it a whole new refreshed experience. These are the keywords that best define Temptation Grand Miches Resort, a couples only, all natural, exclusive, sensual, with a deluxe, all inclusive resort. What makes us different, as I mentioned, a deluxe, all inclusive wining and dining, first class services and facilities. The bars have been very conveniently located to make sure that guests enjoy themselves and are able to greet and interact with other couples that are like-minded or are looking to make arrangements throughout the day. We'll have obviously our playroom which is what defines our couples only experience as well. So Temptation Grand Miches Resort will have a couples only playroom. As I mentioned, we'll have our jacuzzi lounge and our pool, which are clothing optional. This is what our pool area will look like. Again, just very chic and very refreshed and modern without leaving out our couples only experience. This is our jacuzzi lounge area. Those of you that are familiar with our desire concept, but not and with our temptation concept as well, to clear any doubts, the jacuzzi lounge area will be the same play area that you can find at Desire Resorts. Now we'll look at the rooms and suites that we have available at Temptation Grand Miches Resort. Here we have a total of, as I mentioned earlier, 114 rooms with 5 room categories. Our most upscale and exclusive room category is our Swim Up Tropical View Grand Suite. We'll have 12 of these available at the resort. Now, it's very important that you make a note of this because these rooms, even though they had the highest rates, are the first ones to get booked. Like, this is what our temptation guest is really looking for. So again, you do want to promote exactly the type of rooms and the different categories that we have available. We'll also have 12 tropical view passion suites, which the name itself, Passion Suite, I guess is self-explanatory. You'll have a jacuzzi within the room, but this really will invite couples to rekindle their relationship and just again experience a couples only vacation like no other. We'll also have our pool view jacuzzi suites. We'll only have 4 of these, mainly because of the view that they're overlooking. We'll have 28 tropical view jacuzzi suites. And last but not least, we have our tropical view room. And this will make most of the inventory at the resort with 60 tropical view rooms available at Temptation Grand Miches Resort. Now we'll look at the restaurants and the bars that we'll have available for you at Temptation Grand Miches Resort. We'll have Arrecife, which is our international restaurant. Suki, which is our Asiatic specialties restaurant. Tentacione, which is also like our international buffet restaurant. And we'll also have Tentacione offering snacks as well throughout the day. Again, for the coffee lovers, morning people, we will have a coffee corner which will be called Addiction because coffee is just awesome and it's great to drink in the morning. We'll also have our Italian restaurant, which is very difficult for me to pronounce. Il piacere. I'm assuming it's like the pleasure. I'll have to retake up on my Italian lessons. We'll also have our lobby bar, which will be called Melange. And again, this is where guests will meet and greet. We'll have some live music, entertainment during certain days of the week. We'll obviously have to have our swim up bar at the pool because again, that's where all the partying and the entertainment will be taking place during the day. And we'll also have our own nightclub, which will be called Y, located at Temptation Grand Miches Resort. So again, we've taken the desired concept and twisted it with the trendiness and the chic of the Temptation brand. We'll also have our jacuzzi bar. And these are the additional areas that will be available at Temptation Grand Miches Resort. As I mentioned, this resort will have its couples only playroom. For those of you that are not familiar, this is the area where couples can play by themselves or can play together, meaning they can have sexual intercourse. We'll have our exotic spa where guests can really enjoy massages like no other. And this is what our lobby will look like. Now, one thing that, as I've mentioned so many times, we cannot leave out is entertainment. We're working on all of our theme nights and all the partying that will be taking place at Temptation Grand Miches Resort. The minute that we have the details of all of our theme nights, themed events, months, we're gonna be sharing this with all of you guys. So again, make sure that you are receiving our newsletters, our e-flyers. If not, send Monse and myself a quick email so that we can make sure that we have the correct email and correct it if we don't. If not, we can reply and then you can whitelist us so that you're able to receive all of our relevant and up-to-date information. Now, before we go, as original affiliates, this is the channel that you should be using to book these reservations. Whether it's our playful experiences at Temptation Cancun Resort, new reservations for Temptation Miches Resort, or Temptation Grand Miches Resort. All of our banners and links are available. If you're still confused or you have concerns, doubts on how to use your affiliate links, how to use your banners, if you're getting an error when you're trying to sign in, be sure to let us know so that we can help you. We don't want to be the cause of any bookings being missed out or any commission not earned on your end. So again, feel free and please do send us an email and we'll get in touch with you as soon as we can. The reason I went through all of that speech as original affiliates is because we are trying to close out with a bang our last campaign. We're going to be paying now 20% commission on all bookings, on all resorts. However, each resort and destination does have its restrictions. For example, for Miches Resort, whether it's Temptation Miches Resort or Grand Miches Resort, any booking that you generate from today through November 30th will earn you 20% commission. Your guests can travel from October 1st, 2022, which is when we will be opening our doors, throughout December 22nd, 2023. Now, for Temptation Cancun Resort, we'll be paying now 20% commission on all bookings that you book from today through November 30th, but your guest has to stay at the resort during the month of January. Why or how do I determine the travel dates? we're looking at the demand that we're having at the resort and how in advance bookings are coming in. So during this time period, it is the perfect moment for you to promote our January promo code for Temptation Cancun Resort and be able to generate those bookings that are coming in within 60 to 90 days. And this will earn you 20% commission. And for our Desire Resorts, we're going to be paying 20% commission on all bookings that you generate from today through November 30th. And the travel date will be throughout Q1, meaning from January 1st through March 31st. I decided to include Desire um, or the Desire campaign during this webinar because, again, I don't want you to miss out on earning that extra revenue that you've put so much effort into promoting. So if you're not familiar with our links, if you have been unable to download the banners to be able to get them on your website or digital platforms, be sure to send us an email and Monse and I will be more than glad to assist you. Now, because we're also aware that your guest or your client, your user, your follower doesn't just want to view book now banners or 10% off banners, we do have a media site, which is media.original-group.com. And on here, you're able to find our fact sheets, which detail exactly what each resort or cruise has as far as the room categories, the restaurants, the bars, all the specifications of the resorts. You're able to find our logos, videos, images. This allows you to put together promotional content um, that your users or your followers are more keen to click on if they're able to view it on your website or your social media accounts. So again, be sure to visit media.original-group.com. If you have any doubts on how to manipulate this website as well, you can also reach out to us and we will guide you through it. But it's very user friendly. You're able to find the brand that you're looking for and then it breaks down into each product, whether it's a resort or a cruise. This is all I have for you today. I do want to thank you all for joining us during this webinar. On the screen now, you do have our contact information. I am Bertin Cortez, the affiliate sales manager, and chatting with you guys and replying to your Q&A questions has been Monse Atilano, who is our affiliates executive. So Monse, I don't know if there are any outstanding questions that you would like for me to address. If not,
Well, there was just one question and I just responded. Please don't be shy. Last chance. You can ask us whatever you want to know. Um, we'll here for that.
okay, I do see one last question that asks about a discount or a travel agent rate for the grand opening of our resorts in the Dominican Republic. We don't have any setup yet. It is something that we're looking into. And again, when we do have that information, you'll be the first to know. Okay, I am not seeing any more questions. Again, I do want to thank each and every one of you for joining us during this webinar. And hopefully you'll be able to join us during our future webinars. On Thursday, we'll be having our Desire Cruises webinar. And then next Thursday, we'll be having our Desire Resorts webinar. Remember, 1 month we do conceptual webinars, and the following month we do affiliate dashboard training webinars. But if you require assistance, there is no need to wait until next month. Please feel free to reach out to us as well, and we'll be more than glad to assist you with that. So again, on that note, I thank you all once more, and I hope you have a great week with a lot of sales, a lot of quotes regarding Temptation Cancun Resort or Temptation Miches Resorts. You all have a great afternoon.